How to write a good research title. That is what we're going to talk about in this short video. It's me again, Teacher Jules, and I'll be your guide in your research writing. Please join me in this wisdom-amazing journey as we talk about guidelines in the formulation of a research title. So, what are the guidelines in formulating a research title? Okay, so number one, the title must contain the following elements. So, what are those elements? Okay, we have what? The subject matter of a research problem. Okay, and of course, your research title must contain the setting or locale of the study. Okay, it is where the study is conducted. Okay, then respondents or participants involved in the study. Who are your participants? You should identify your participant. Okay, then of course the time or period when the study was conducted. Okay, all right. So these elements, okay, must be present in your title. Otherwise, your title might be rejected. Okay, at least three of these elements: the subject matter of a research problem, the setting or locale of the study, and of course the respondents or participants involved in the study. But if you want to narrow down your topics, okay, all you have to do is just to include the time or period when the study was conducted. Okay, to delimit your the scope of your study. Okay. All right. So let me give you an example. Higher order thinking skills in reading of students in Baripa National High School, school year 2020 to 2021. And now, what is the subject matter of a research problem? What is the setting or locale of the study? And who are the respondents or participants involved in the study? And lastly, the time or period when the study was conducted. What do you think? Based on this title, okay, based on this example. All right? Of course, let's see. All right, the subject matter of a research problem is, of course, the higher order thinking skills in reading. Okay. All right, so letter B, the setting or locale of the study is Badipa National High School. Okay, it is where the study is conducted. Okay, and letter C, respondents or participants involved in the study. Okay, of course, who are the respondents or participants? Of course, what? The students in Badipa National High School. Okay, and the time or period when the study was conducted. Okay, when? School year 2020 to 2021. So that is the scope. Okay, all right. Okay. All right, so let's have another example. In this next example, what I would like you to do is read this title, Level of Acceptability of Worksheets for Film Clippings by the Teachers of English in Baripa National High School for the school year 2020 to 2021. So what I would like you to do is pause the video, then try to identify the subject matter of a research problem, the setting or locale of the study, respondents or participants involved in the study, and lastly, the time or period when the study was conducted. Okay? Just to check if you really understood the first concept or the first guideline. Okay? All right, so when you're done, all you have to do is just to click continue. Okay? All right. Okay. Now, what is the subject matter? Okay, based on this title, level of acceptability of worksheets for film clippings by the teachers of English in Baripa National High School for the school year 2020 to 2021. Okay, what is the subject matter? Of course, the subject matter of a research problem is the level of acceptability of worksheets for what? Film clippings. Okay? All right, the setting, okay, or the locale of the study, it's where the study is conducted, Badipa National High School, of course. All right, and who are the respondents or participants involved in the study? Of course, the teachers of English. All right, and when was the study conducted? Okay, the time or period. Okay, 2021, or school year 2020, school year 2020 to 2021. Okay. All right, so here are the elements of this sample research title that I have formulated. Okay. I All right, so let's have another example. Okay, wherein the time or period when the study was conducted is not included. Okay, here is the sample title, which I have formulated earlier. Okay, impact of open educational resources in improving reading comprehension among struggling readers in Badipa National High School. Okay, what do you think is the dependent and independent variable in this um, title? Okay, so I assume that you are already familiar with the difference between these two variables, right? The independent variable and the independent variable. Okay, so when we talk about independent variable, it is what? The cause variable. It is a variable that a researcher what manipulates. Okay, that's why it is the cause variable. Okay, it can cause change to dependent variable. Okay, whereas dependent variable is a variable a researcher what measures. Okay, it is something that is being measured in the research study. Okay, so it is the effect variable. Okay, so applying the concepts. Okay, what they think is the independent and dependent variable in this title. Impact of open educational resources in improving reading comprehension among struggling readers in Badipa National High School. Okay, so if you want to try it in yourself, okay, if you want to test yourself, if you can still remember the concepts, all you have to do is just pause the video, then try to identify the variables in this um, research title. Okay, then just click continue or hit continue when you're done to check if you did it right. Okay? All right. Okay, so the independent variable here is what? The open educational resources. Okay? It is the independent variable. It can cause change or it can be manipulated by researcher, 'di ba? Pwede siyang mamili ng iba, 'di ba? Impact of kung halimbawa kung ano yung maisip niyang resources. Okay. Impact of open. So the independent variable here is the open educational resources. Okay. Now, what do you think is the dependent variable? The effect variable. okay, or the outcome variable. Okay? Of course, the dependent variable here is, of course, in improving reading comprehension. Okay? All right. So, ma-effect ba? Is there any impact or effect of open educational resources in improving reading comprehension? All right. So, in this kind of research, the dependent variable and dependent variable must be present. Otherwise, your title might be rejected or will be rejected talaga. Okay? All right. What else? Another guideline, okay, rule in writing a research title. Okay, the title must be broad enough to include all aspects of the study, but should be brief and concise as possible. Okay, so your title should not be lengthy. Okay, as much as possible, make it what? Brief and concise. Okay. All right. The third one is the use of terms as analysis of, a study of, an investigation of, and the like should be avoided. So these are the terms that you should avoid, that shouldn't be included to your title. Okay. What are those? Again, analysis of, a study of, an investigation of, and the like. Okay. Number 4, if the title contains more than one line, okay, it should be written in inverted pyramid. Okay, and I'm sure that you already know what inverted pyramid uh, looks like, right? Okay, so if the title contains more than one line, what are you going to do? You should write it in inverted pyramid. Okay, I'm gonna show you an inverted pyramid if you don't know what inverted pyramid looks like. Okay, all right. Okay, number 5, when typed or encoded in the title page, okay, all words in the title should be in capital letters, okay? Do not use lowercase. It should be what? In capital letter, in uppercase, all caps, okay? To make it simple. So if possible, the title should not be longer than 15 substantive words. So when we talk about substantive, from the root word is substance, right? Okay, substantive. Words that can function as a noun or the content words. Okay, so it should not be longer than 15 substantive words. Okay, so avoid a long detailed title that gives too much information. Okay, just like I said a while ago, it should be brief and concise. Okay, to shorten the title, delete the terms assessment of or evaluation of if these are already emphasized in the text. Okay, because if these phrases are already emphasized in the title, so your title will be what? Lengthy. Okay, it will be redundant, right? Okay. All right, so here are the sample titles for basic research and action research. Okay, so these are the bonus that I'm gonna give you. Okay, for you to come up a good research title. Okay, I hope it will serve as your guide. Okay, so if you want to copy this title, then should ask permission from me. Okay, all right. So impact of the utilization of an open educational resources in the academic performance of the learners of Badipa National High School. In this research, your you're trying to assess the impact, okay, of the utilization of OER. Okay, so in this research, uh, you're trying to identify or to point out if there is a significant relationship or if there is a significant effect of open educational resources in the academic performance of the learners of Badipa National High School. Okay, this is one of a good title. Okay, impact of the utilization of okay, I'm sorry, naulit. Technology mediated instruction as a tool to improve reading comprehension. Okay, all right. So technology mediated instruction as a tool to improve reading comprehension. If you want to narrow it down, all you have to do is just to include the setting or the locale of the study. Okay, you can reading comprehension of students. Okay, you can add the participants. Okay, students of what is of a school, a certain school. Okay, all right. Then another example, impact of COVID-19 pandemic to well-being of learners in Badipan National High School. Okay, and community quarantine stress, coping mechanisms of students and teachers in Badipan National High School. All right, what else? Okay, all right, dami bonus, no? All right, perceptions, readiness, and attitude of learners in Badipa National High School towards COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, take note. I haven't conducted a study yet regarding these titles. Okay, I just formulated these titles earlier. Okay, a while ago. All right, another sample title: Blended Learning Platform as a supplementary learning tool for home-based learning. Okay, and another sample title: Challenges and Perspectives in the Implementation of Modular Distance Learning in Badipa National High School. It's up to you how are you going um, to improve this title. These are just your guide. Okay, I'm not saying that you just copy these titles. Okay, excuse me for a while. Somebody's calling me. Okay, later. I'm sorry. Okay, Google Meet as a user-friendly hybrid learning platform. Okay, and of course the stress coping mechanism students in Badipa National High School during the home quarantine. Okay, so these are uh, all right, to apply the concepts that you have learned, what I would like what I would like you to do is think of three topics which you intend to prepare as your research undertaking. Okay, take your time in choosing the topic. Take note that the topic should be related to your academic track or strand. If you are a senior high school or if you are a college student, it should be related to your major or specialization or in your field. Okay? If you are in a graduate school just like me, it should be related to your field of expertise. Okay? Number two, what are the five important things you had in mind considering these three topics? Okay, so after thinking of three topics, okay, what are the five important things you had in mind considering these topics? Okay, and number three, formulate your research titles for the three topics and present them to your teacher. Okay, have your teacher approve one research title. Okay, or your research advisor. Okay, all right. So thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have learned.